Welcome to Car Con Carne, episode 713. I'm James Van Osdell. Car Con Carne, back in the public, back where people are as of this Sunday. This Sunday, recording at Wiener Circle with returning guest, returning champion, Local H. So we're back, but for now, still doing things virtually. And I have a couple virtual things planned. I guess that if anything else, the pandemic has allowed me to kind of do this hybrid model, which kind of works for me. If you are a restaurateur, a restaurant owner, someone who owns a place that serves food, I'm looking for places to host recordings of Car Con Carne, be it in the city or suburbs, anywhere in the greater metro area. Also, always looking for businesses to partner with on this podcast. So my guest tonight, he is a returning guest. He is a very local music. He's a local music celebrant. He's a local music hero. He's a local music favorite. He is Trey Elder of Quiet Pterodactyl. His Situation Chicago releases, compilations came out over the past few years during the pandemic as ways to support the music community, support civil, support the arts community that really needed the help. And look at that. On cue, Situation Chicago 1 and 2, the vinyl recordings. That said, Trey, welcome back.
Thanks for having me, James.
Next week, I'm recording this on March 10th. It is a Thursday night. Next week, 2 nights at Empty Bottle, Situation Chicago. You just held up the vinyl releases. Situation Chicago Live, 2 shows at Empty Bottle, price to move. I mean, these shows are a value at any price, Trey Elder of Quiet Pterodactyl, but these totally reasonably priced, awesome nights of music. Tuesday night, it is White Mystery. It is Mirrors. It is Neptune's Core, and a DJ set from Bumbac Joe, am I saying that right?
Bumbac Joe.
Okay, Bumbac Joe. Wednesday night, that's just night 1. Night 2, Gramps the Vamp. Love Gramps the Vamp. Justice Hill and Nighttime Love, Tamper, and Fess Grandiose doing a DJ set.
Yeah, I'll point out Justice just got first runner-up and best pop artist in the Reader in their best of that just came out. And actually, I think last year Gramps the Vamp's album got best local album. Was that last year or 2 years ago? Might have been last year. Anyway, we've got local award winners.
It just is solid, and everyone knows White Mystery.
Yep.
I mean, that's a slam dunk. Neptune's Core, talk about up and coming. That's it right there. That is a textbook definition of an up and coming artist to pay attention to.
Yeah, those girls are awesome.
And Mirrors is just cool as shit.
Yeah, their first full-length album comes out soon, and I am very excited for that.
Love that band. So
yeah.
It's no secret, I'm hosting Tuesday night. Now, we haven't talked since the initial outreach. I don't even know what I'm doing. What are we doing at the event?
We're just talking.
I'll bring the artist out. What else do you have going on? What are we doing at Empty Bottle?
Yeah, James is our official host of the night. He's going to just talk about Chicago community. We have some other guest speakers, notable local people, mostly from the press. We'll let those be a surprise, but it's not a surprise.
I love it.
We have Tom Barnes from WGN. We have Angel Adawu from WDTW. Brandon Eisen from WBBM.
Oh, wow.
Andy Weber, who's one of the owners of Smash Plastic, which is where we press the records at.
A multiple-time guest of Car Con Carne.
Yeah. And yeah, we have a bunch of really awesome silent auction items that we got donated, like concert tickets, restaurant gift certificates, nice Shure microphones, all kinds of stuff that people can bid on once they're there. Obviously, we have lots of records. We have record bundles from Super Records, great local label, from International Anthem, awesome, internationally acclaimed, pretty young jazz record label out of Chicago. Thrill Jockey sent us some records. We've got all kinds of cool prizes. So you just got to show up, buy your ticket, and be there. And there's going to be lots of exciting things going on.
You said Tom Barnes, right, from WGN?
Uh-huh.
A little known fact about Tom Barnes: he was the guest on the 2nd episode of Car Con Carne 8 years ago.
Oh, wow.
We have some history, me and Tom Barnes.
I hope there's no beef there.
Oh, not at all.
You're like, we have history.
Oh, no. Tom's.
If I could have to hold you guys apart.
Hell no. No, I gotta tell you, I see him doing all of his segments around town, going to all these places, and I think, damn, I'm really happy for him that he's found his niche, found his groove at WGN. I mean, I love what he's doing.
He's such a great guy.
So this is a lot. These are big big nights. I mean, I'm sure you've been planning like crazy for them.
Yeah, we actually I started kind of planning this last summer, right as venues were starting to reopen a little bit. Tours that had been booked and canceled and rebooked and recanceled and booked again. So then we decided to wait, partially because the pandemic wasn't over, which is still not over, but also partially to let things kind of let venues settle back into being an open business again. Let some of these touring bands that have multiple cancellations, get back on the schedule and wait till things settle down. So yeah, we put out the first record, as you know, at the beginning of the pandemic, and we put out 2, and this is kind of like the last 2 years built up to this 2-night event. So we've got bands for both of the records, all coming to culmination of just showing the Chicago music community and coming together and kind of celebrating that, fingers crossed, things are about to get better. The mask mandate has officially been lifted. Most of the venues are still requiring masks and vax, which Empty Bottle will. So keep that in mind if you're coming to the shows.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really just kind of a celebration of this project. Part of the proceeds are going to go to Civil, Chicago Independent Venue League, which is kind of a coalition of sorts of all the independent music venues in Chicago, and also some theaters and other venue types, not just music bar venues. Yeah, so I just hope a lot of musicians are going to be there, but we want non-musicians, music lovers, we want everyone who's old enough and vaxxed enough to be there.
Old enough and vaxxed enough. And that was, you answered the question before I asked it. I was going to ask about the charitable side and the money going to Civil and going to the arts community.
Yeah, part of the proceeds is going to go to Quiet Pterodactyl's efforts, because we have a lot of upcoming things. Part of it's going to go to Civil, and then obviously all the bands are getting paid appropriately. That was important to us as well. That as much as they've donated their time and efforts and promotional skills and what have you to the records, a lot of them haven't worked much in the last 2 years either. So we want to make sure everyone's getting taken care of at these events.
So doors both nights 7:30, show at 8:30. I mentioned that I'm hosting Tuesday night. Wednesday night, I mean, you can't go wrong with Jill Hopkins.
Yeah, Jill Hopkins. A lot of your viewers might know her as one of the main voices of Vocalo Radio the last few years. Jill actually just recently joined the staff at the Metro. But yeah, Jill's awesome. I've known Jill a very long time, like back when she won Miss Wicker Park, which was, I don't know if that was
a thing.
Yeah, it was a thing. She won that in, maybe it was 2000 or 2001. Back in those days, I worked at Double Door. Jill and her husband got married at the Double Door. Like to me, she is Chicago music industry through and through.
Yeah, for sure. So that's 2 nights. I'm glad I'm doing one. Jill's doing the other. We'll keep the trains running on time for you.
As much as we can. There's still artists involved, so
fair enough. But it's still, I mean, the show's at 8:30. I mean, not bad for a school night. We'll all get home at a reasonable time.
Yeah, and three bands and a DJ both nights. Yeah, it's just gonna be awesome.
And White Mystery headlining Tuesday night. That's the kind of band I would expect to turn up for something like this. Support the local scene, support the industry. Like, they get it so completely.
White Mystery is also Chicago music through and through for a long time running now.
For sure.
And they've toured a lot, but they still hold their roots down here in Rogers Park. Their mom still makes a lot of their merch by hand.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I've got a tie-dyed handkerchief from them that I know their mom tie-dyed by hand. Yeah, they keep it local and support all kinds of things.
So based on how these nights go, we're doing 2 nights, and I realize we're focused in the here and now. We're focused on next week. We're focused on these shows. I mean, would this be something you'd want to do as an ongoing thing, these showcases? Because I think there's a place for them.
Yeah, showcases, definitely. I'm actually talking to several entities, music venues, about doing some other similar things. Quiet Pterodactyl, as an organization, like we're helping the Andersonville Chamber of Commerce book Midsummer Fest this year.
Awesome.
We've got a project in the works with the Metro and Uncommon Ground that I can't go into detail about, but we have all kinds of exciting things coming up with music and arts programming, and things, some of them will be all ages, but things that are very community focused. You know, we don't want to be exclusive in the type of crowd, or even like, it's not just niche rock music community, or, you know, it's we want everyone to be excited about, you know, about the things that we're doing. And looking to the future, we have a lot of, Quiet Pterodactyl has a lot of educational things that we'd like to start programming, working with kids and getting them more involved in music and showing them kind of what's out there. So yeah, we have lots of goals and lots of plans in the future. So this is hopefully going to be a catalyst for a lot of things to come.
So over the past years, which obviously they were what they were, what was a positive takeaway for you? You put together these comps. You were really, you were, you know, sleeves rolled up, involved with the local community. What message can you take away from those 2 years working with everybody, seeing the way the community reacted and behaved?
Yeah, I think, and I live here, but I don't think it's that I'm biased. The Chicago music community, from venues to musicians to booking agents, like when we're in the clutch, like we really come together. You know, venues that in some regards are competitors for each other, but the Chicago music community holds its own, and it is really supportive. And I do go to a lot of shows at different venues, and there are a lot of musicians there supporting other musicians, which I've lived in other cities where a lot of musicians looked at every other band as a threat, or as a competitor. And I do think it's a beautiful thing that Chicago has, that it does have a sense of community, and everyone does have each other's backs. I think it's a Midwest mentality, but even other Midwestern cities don't have it. You know, Chicago really comes together.
So these two shows, Situation Chicago Live and Empty Bottle, Tuesday the 15th, Wednesday the 16th. You can buy tickets in advance, save a couple bucks in the process, be guaranteed getting in the door for these two shows. Where, Trey Elder of Quiet Pterodactyl, should people go to get tickets?
You should go to emptybottle.com. The Empty Bottle, old school for me. I mean, I moved here in the late 80s. Bottle was already around. It's an institution. It's important. It is. Some of the best shows of my life I've ever seen were at Empty Bottle. And yeah, we were really happy that they were able to host these shows. And if you haven't been there, what is wrong with you? But also now I know I have to throw out one audience insult in every interview. No, now's the time. Now's the time to go. Now's the time to check out these bands, whether you know them or not. And now's the time to go hit up Empty Bottle. It's in the heart of Ukrainian Village on Western, kind of near Augusta. Mm-hmm. It's a cool bar.
It is. And, you know, for me, selfishly, this is my first chance to get out and do something like this in a long time. When we first started talking about these shows, I said, I want to do it, but I don't know if the world's going to be functional enough for me to do it. But we're at a place where we could do this show. I cannot wait to see and interact with people. I mean, I've spent the past 2 years, Trey, you know, sitting at this desk talking to people like this, to be able to like see and be in the presence of the local music community for a night. Like I'm giddy is a terrible word, but I'm kind of giddy about it. Like, fuck yeah, let's do this.
Yeah, I'm excited too. And that was part of why we waited as well, was we're a small nonprofit, and we wanted to make sure that there was again, the pandemic's technically still not over it, but even like last summer, doing an indoor shows was still very risky. Mm-hmm. We didn't want to be at the forefront of confusing our message of safety to the community. Right. And now I feel like all the venues are open, everyone's selling out shows. Now it felt like it was a time that everyone was comfortable enough that this made sense to do it.
I can't wait. All right. So again, Empty Bottle, Tuesday the 15th, Wednesday the 16th. I'll be there for the 15th, but you can go both nights, one of the 2 nights. It's going to be awesome. And, as Trey said, portions go to Civil, they go to Quiet Pterodactyl, all designed to support this local music, the local arts community we're all part of, and we all celebrate and enjoy.
Now, if you don't mind, can I shout out a couple of other very supportive businesses?
Is this
Dark
a word
Matter
from
Coffee.
a word from our
A word
from
from
our
our
sponsors?
sponsors. Yeah. No, Dark Matter Coffee is amazing. They support all kinds of music projects. They put out a Run the Jewels collab coffee last year, which is crazy. They at tomorrow, officially Friday, we're releasing a Situation Chicago with the artwork from the second record that Chadwick Anderson did. We're doing a cold brew, not cold brew, a cold coffee in a can that comes out tomorrow. Malort has helped, CH Distillery and Malort has helped sponsor this project. Yeah, if you do come to shows and you've never had Malort before, now's your time, and $1 of each shot of Malort is going to go back as part of the donation too. So we have all kinds of even non-music people in the community really supporting what we're doing.
I love it. And CH Distillery, former Carcon Carne guest. And could it get any more Chicago than having Dark Matter and Malort on board? I mean, really?
I know.
That's
Two of the best ones out there.
That is very Chicago. All right, Trey, I'm going to stop the Facebook Live. Thank you. I will see you in a matter of days.
All right. I'll see you soon, James.
In person.
And everyone else who may or may not be seeing my face, please come next week. We're really excited. Come to Empty Bottle Tuesday and Wednesday. We want to see your faces as well.